end us over. My name is Dominic Karienke from Narok County. I'm a Maasai dancer and I'm happy to be here today at Kekobo, and we're really grateful for your invitation.
It has always been our desire to know how to protect the work that is done by the young people and all the creative arts that are in this county. Most of them have done excellent work that has gone out on social media and everywhere. But the question is always, what do they get back? And how do we protect their work so that in future they can even prosper more and be able to be the beneficiaries of their own creative works.
Kekobo has several functions that we do. Function ya moja, we work on the law. Tukifanya amendments, tuna make sure kwamba international treaties za copyright are domesticated in Kenya, vitu ambavyo vitatusaidia. Another function we have ni training, which is one of the things we are doing here today. Under the campaign Faidika na Sanaa Yako, #on your art. Tuko na function nyingine tunasema we supervise and license CMOs. Haya ni mashirika ya wasanii ambayo yanaokota hela dhidi ya wasanii, sana sana wanamuziki. Wanaenda kwa club, wanaenda kwa matatu, wanaenda kwa spaces ambazo muziki unatumika. Wana license au watu wanachukua pesa na wanafaa kudistribute hizo pesa back to the musicians. Hiyo ndio kazi yao. Kwa hivyo kazi yetu ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba hiyo kazi inatendeka vyema kisheria.
Copyright ina protect the expression of an idea, not the idea itself. For example, mimi nikikiwa na idea ati kuna story ya boy met a girl along the river, wakapendana, and they fell in love and they married. That is in my mind. Until I express that, it is not protected. So kama uko na idea ya wimbo ama uko na idea ya kitabu, until uandike, haijakuwa protected. So copyright does not protect the idea, protects the expression. And nothing prevents somebody else coming up with the same idea and expressing it differently. I'll give an example on software. Mnajua kuna mobile money transfer. That is an idea. Somebody just came up with an idea and said it is possible to transfer pesa from one mobile number to another. So M-Pesa, Safaricom, waka create their own way. The idea of transferring money from one mobile number to another is an idea that is not protected. It is only protected once you fix it. So Safaricom will fix in their own way. I prevent Airtel to do the same. They have Airtel money.
How do you protect yourself online? Watermark. Watermark your work. Bodmas. Unajua watermark? Kiandika poem yako unaweka watermark huko nyuma imeandikwa Bodmas. Mtu akiiba you already know ni yako. Tag your work. For musicians you can disable the right click. Mtu akienda hawezi kudownload but anaweza kusikiza hapo. Akitaka kudownload inampeleka kwa payment page. Those are some of the technological protection measures you can use to protect yourself. You need to add disclosures and friendly reminders. Remind people kwamba this is copyright protected. Disclosures kama si yako, if you have borrowed a quote or you have done what, remember to put the disclosure. Kuna tofauti na disclosure na acknowledgement. Copyright law inasema ukitumia kazi ya mtu unasema this is by Sharon Water. That is acknowledgement. But disclosure ni kusema labda useme I am not the owner of the work. I do not claim rights to this song.
Through this collaboration with Kekobo, we should be able now to ask ourselves, how safe are they as they share this information, as it goes out? Kekobo has clearly told them today that what you are doing is perfect, but now we have to protect that. Any broadcasting of your work, anyone wanting to copy, anyone needing to probably translate what you're doing through producers, through composers, then they should be able to know that they have a right to say yes or no. And if they say yes, they have been well equipped with how to do a contract, and one that also is going to benefit them and not just put them out there and be misused by people. And they have also been informed that there is the arm of the law involved, and therefore anyone violating what belongs to them, the law is there to take care of them. And I think that is one of the main things that will make these young people know that we are also protected, our intellectual rights are protected. They've also learned a lot about their financial management, and that is where normally is a problem. They make money, but do they really know how to use that money?
If you have a problem in savings, every time you get any amount, you say that this amount, I'm going to set a certain percentage of that amount to be bread. Bread is for basic needs. For example, the amount that you have used to travel from town to this place. The amount you are paying, for example, school fees. Pale shuleni. Ile chakula huwa mnakula and all that. Those are basic needs, and that is bread. And then the other percentage, you say that out of every amount, for example, today I receive 1,000 shillings. You can say that 20% of that amount I will save for seed. Seed is the amount that you are saving for future, for food for tomorrow. But bread is for food for today.
Know your right, enforce your right, make a complaint where your right has been infringed upon, but also protect your work. Do registration of your work, and whenever there's an issue, they should come to Kekobo so that we are able to sort them out.
I want to thank the sponsors of the event, remembering the youth of Narok, because 90% of the artists are young people, and giving them platform to be able to understand and to learn how they can create employment for themselves. That's a very big privilege.
The government is investing heavily on economy of talents, and I believe that this is just one of the avenues that helps to support that, so that eventually, as you go into social media, as you do your own creations, then you know that you are safe and you have everything that it takes to protect your work so that you earn from it.
Things I would love to incorporate, given the finances and the time, would be a legal aid clinic for them, so that you're able to have them one-on-one talk to our lawyers, and our lawyers are able to address their specific questions, legal issues that they have, and advise them properly. If someone has a contract, you're able to sit there, read through it with them, advise them and take them through it. So having a legal aid clinic would really also go a long way to disseminate the information and to help the creatives one-on-one, and especially with their specific issues that they have.
Currently, when you look at the situation in terms of the job market, we do not have the formal jobs. So if we build on the creative side of the economy, definitely we will grow our economy. And those are some of the benefits and the issues that I see the Narok people today and others, some other days, will be able to benefit from the decision by Kekobo management to have this visit to the counties.
Heyo, it's Bonmas the Poet hapa hivi, na tuko kwa training ya Kekobo, Kenya Copyright Board. Wametutembelea hapa hivi mtaani 033 Narok, na wasanii tumejifunza mambo bob sana. Kwa hivyo kama umehata hii session, manze, kuna mambo mingi sana itakuwa imekupita. Tumejifunza mambo na vile unaweza copyright muziki wako, mambo na spoken word. Tumejifunza bado vile unaweza avoid kuinfringe mambo ya watu wengine, na pia bado tumejifunza vile wewe kama msanii unaweza tumia do yako. Na pia lastly, kitu ya maana sana yenye imenibamba sana ni vile wewe kama msanii unaweza make do. Kwa sababu wanasema hivi, wanasema Faidika na Sanaa Yako, #own your art. Jina yenye tujalas kusikia kama wasanii, Faida na Sanaa manze leo ziko kwa line moja.
About money management. You know, just like from my name, Rich Kid, people tend to think you have money all the time. So they're gonna think that you're the person who's supposed to spoil them. So at the end, you end up spoiling everything. So that's what I've taken on the most, that you should have a bread and a seed in everything that you're doing. So the bread is beaten today, but make sure you have a seed for tomorrow.
Today we have learned that you can legalize your job and how to economize your ways of working, And also, if you're doing it in a moral value, how are you bringing the value to the community or the people around you?
What I've gathered today is talk of copywriting and maybe registering our copyrights as an artist so that it will not be plagiarized or maybe used by other persons.
Within my trainings, I always tell them create and create and create some more work. Put out a lot of work, because the chances of your work gaining ground when it's a lot is more than when you have less. So I also tell them create a lot of work. For the law enforcement officers, I've been thrilled to note the interest in the area. And of course, most of them have heard a bit about copyright. They have come across it, either through complaints or any other means. And so I've noted the interest, which is a good thing for us. And so for me, it would be, I would want to nurture that interest and to continue disseminating that information. And I would encourage our officers, whenever you have a copyright issue coming, deal with it. You know, don't feel like I cannot deal with it, I need to call Kekobo. No. Employ the education that you have received and deal with the issue.
We are very happy that today you have come at the right time to impart knowledge to our officers so that they can be able to escalate the same to their fellow officers on the ground to protect this industry.
The National Police Service plays a very critical role in ensuring that if somebody comes to the police station and reports that his work has been infringed, then you are in a position to assist that particular person or that particular creative to ensure that the law of copyright is complied with.
Tumekuwa hapa tangu jana tukiwafunza wasanii kuhusu haki zao, na leo tuna nyinyi wanasheria ama police officers ambao pia mnasaidia kutunza zile mali za wasanii kama vile mnavyosaidia kutunza mali zingine. Na ndio maana tuko hapa ndio mpate kuelewa tunasaidiana wapi. Sisi kutoka Kikobo, nyinyi police officers na wale wasanii, ndio tuhakikishe ya kwamba kazi ya usanii ina wafaidi wasanii na inafaidi nchi kwa jumla.
Copyright is, in a very simple way, is a property which is intangible. You can't touch it, but you own it, and it is not evidenced physically. The evidence of it is we look at whether you have created something which is a subject of copyright protection. So for something you have created to be a subject of copyright protection, it must meet criteria mbili. Number one, lazima ikuwe original, na number two, lazima ikuwe expressed. Expressed in the sense that you're not telling us to protect what is in your head, but you are telling us to protect what was in your head, which you have transited or transmitted into writing or into a song or into some tangible form.
Ushirikiano wetu ni faida kwa wasanii, ni faida kwa nchi nzima.
Infringement is explained in the Copyright Act at section 35 from subsection 1 down to section, I think, 13. That is when, but in a nutshell, it's when somebody, in fact, this is in relation to the act, the rights that we were talking about, that when you do contrary to those rights, or when you when you do things contrary to the rights that the author or the performer or the producer has been given by the law, then of course you will be doing the acts of infringement, because basically you are supposed either to seek permission or you are supposed to pay a license where required. So what we say is that a person will be deemed to have committed the offense of infringement when he does or causes to be done acts in which are controlled by copyright and related rights. Kwa ufupi ni kwamba kuna mambo fulani
unaweza fanya kinyume na matarajio ya msanii na kinyume cha sheria. Ukifanya hivyo utakuwa unafanya makosa ya infringement.
The ever evolving digital era, these days you find that peer infringers wamekuwa werevu. They are no longer doing the tangible, wanaiweka kwa mtandao. So it's good also to know hiyo kwa hiyo mtandao ni kitabu gani imekuwa infringed, and that is usually through downloads. Unakuta mtu ana download kitabu ya mtu, ama anaenda ananunua kitabu original ya mtu, anaenda kwa photocopy. Yes, na hii inafanyikana sana sana na watoto wa university. Mtu anachukua kitabu moja, anaenda ana photocopy, anaenda anauzia wenzake. Hiyo ni makosa. And these days also we have Facebook, WhatsApp, where you have illegal downloads. Like for WhatsApp, we've been having cases where Nation Media and Standard Group, they come to our office. They say that their national newspaper is being sold through WhatsApp. So the process is to go to get to know the owner of the WhatsApp. So that's where you get the miscellaneous application to get to know who's the owner of that WhatsApp, and the process, the due process goes through.
If you found that there's some infringement going on, and you may have the particular of the owner, first of all consult him or her. Mtafute, umwambie kwamba kuna kazi tumepata pahali, we suspect probably it is infringing in nature, then you hear from him. So, but rushing to confiscate work, despite whether it is infringing or not, and you have not, there's no complaint that you've received, and you don't have any information from the owner.
Appreciate the presence of police officers in Narok. They attended at least quite a number, which was impressive to Kenya Copyright Board. At least they learned the offenses under copyright, and also how to differentiate between the Kenya Copyright Board and the CMO, the collective management organizations. And also they learned on the process of investigation, and also how to draft an inventory, what are the contents of the inventory.